Just missed them, man. Just missed them. Just would have been cool to see. I'm not trying to harvest one yet. Woo, look at the creek, man. My goodness. It is flowing, boys and girls. So once again, we've seen it higher than this. Morning, everybody. Chad, Doss Farms. It's my lovely wife and I's 40 acres in northeast Oklahoma. Doesn't that creek sound nice? We've got cattle, donkeys, a pig, 3 dogs and 3 boys in no particular order. Some turkeys, deer, a kitty named Bob, some coyotes, and some wildish dogs. We've had 13 inches of rain in the last 4 days. 13 inches. Now, that's a lot for this area, considering it hadn't rained a ½ inch in the 60 days prior. I mean, look at all this is folded down. See that? All the water just comes off the top of the hill and just flows right to the creek. And I can only imagine what this looked like yesterday. But it's pretty crazy. Hope y'all are doing well. Really well. And yeah, God bless you guys, man. Today's a day, huh? But anyway, I do have a camera down here that I typically set up for a time lapse. But the problem is we haven't had any sun. So the camera's not charged and it didn't record anything, unfortunately. Like it was dead. And it's not gonna charge unless I take it up to the house and charge it or whatever. But you can see all the water, all the leaves. Look at this. That's just crazy, man. All this, none of this is from here. I mean, I know leaves can blow, until the wind decides to put them down. But yeah, golly. It's just so much runoff. Those turkeys look like they went this way. I was hoping to see a footprint or a track. They don't have feet, but you know what I mean. Almost caught a turkey in a live trap. I guarantee one of them suckers will walk in. Whoop, turkey pee. Now we know they were down here. Did you know that the white stuff from a bird is pee-pee? Yep, true story. So we don't have any more rain coming, so I'm gonna throw some corn on the ground. Let's see if we can draw something else back here. So this is just for fun. We're not trying to actually trap anything, except for maybe some wild dogs. And the story of that just goes, here's a video of the wild dogs. And let me tell you something, those dogs are all from the same litter. I do believe that somehow those dogs were dropped off here and managed to survive, and they've stayed together. And we have seen them as close as our back porch, about 200 feet off our back porch, chasing cows, chasing donkeys. Are they directly chasing? No. It's more of a harassment and tease, and that's not okay. So we're gonna sort that out, but we'll see. I've never wanted to do that, but right now, if something were to happen and those dogs were to catch my boys playing out in the front yard, scooter, bicycle on the driveway, they run from me, but I don't know, man. That's scary stuff. They kind of move wildish too. Like, for example, my neighbor's got a Great Pyrenees that patrols his place. And that Pyrenees comes over here, and when he sees me, even though he's a livestock guardian dog, he comes and looks for cuddles, man. He wants to hang out. But those other dogs that are clearly wild, they don't respond to me. They respond like a coyote would, and they run. Lucy, dude. He's such a little spitfire. There he goes. Good morning. Good morning. What's up, buddy? Oh my goodness. Get it, buddy. Get it. Is he poo? There we go. Boy, it's quite the squad right there, isn't it? Izzy, come over here, lady. All right. Hey, act like you're starving. I mean, really starving, Izzy. Sell it. Sell it. That a girl. That's a girl. It's a good pig. That's a, that's a good pig. Good pig. What's up, buddy? What you doing? Gonna lick the bowl? Or the pitcher? I love what you've done with your hair. It looks amazing. Oh my goodness. Like a little nativity donkey. June, you got anything you want to tell us? Huh? See your bag from here. Just saying. Nelly. Miss Bell. Sonny. Gypsy. Oh, the bull's up. They know what that means. Allie. Woo! Come on, Kel. Now, the other day we got through here without any problems, so we're going to try her again. Shouldn't be any big issue. Man, that's actually pretty incredible. You gotta spot my roof. How much room do I got? That's crazy, man. I'd say the folks at ArrowQuip planned that. So let's open this up here. It is a muddy mess. All right, let's get it. Look at that view. Goodness. Yesterday we didn't get near as much wind as they thought we would, which is good, but we did get a lot of water, and I want to make sure that we didn't have any posts pop up anywhere, because we did have that issue on the front pasture when we first moved out here. We got a really wet, oh, we do have a tree down. Yeah, that just snapped right off. Sure did. I mean, I can see why. I tried to roll it or drag it, but it's all right. Sure did. I see another one back up top that could be on the fence. So we'll go check it after we feed these cows. Nelly, you are so fast. It's actually really impressive. She must be one that, hang on a second. Hang on. She must go a different way. Woo! Come on, cow. Woo! don't see anything that's popped up or out of place, so we should be all right. Sometimes when the fence is stretched so tight, you can have that's interesting right there. Not really sure what causes a tree this small to just fall over. It's kind of weird. Woo! Is June keeping Fiona from cutting? I think she is. Woo! Man, I tell you what, guys. I believe we had a little wind damage up here. I do. Easy. You guys better eat quick. Miss Bonnie. This is who I want to see right here. Now, she's definitely still bred. But yesterday was interesting, man. Benjamin, what's up, buddy? What's up? Man, he's definitely a steer, but I'm not sure there's enough there to band yet. Poor guy. So little. June, can I see something? Yeah, it's not very puffy and there's definitely no goop. We still got a little ways. Man, Maximus definitely got twins in there. That's a big old boy. Don't worry, say the same thing about me. They say the same thing about me. Yeah, they sure do. Who you been sparring with? Goodness, look at that. Are you growing? Are they itching? Huh? Beans, are we sure? Yeah, there they are. There they are. Poor guy. I had to zoom in, but they're there. Y'all got to be the most well-fed, starving animals anywhere. True story. Good morning, Phineas. Miss Glory. Hi. Allie. You're so pretty. Yeah. Watch this clip real quick. It's pretty crazy. (1,115 feet above sea level where I stand, and the ground still goes up. As you can see, you wouldn't be able to see. If I held the camera perfectly level, it would almost look like the ground was going down on camera, but it doesn't. It goes up. So I actually think the highest point on our property is either that back corner or that back corner. But nonetheless, the hill behind our house, where I put a bale of hay yesterday, where you just watched that clip, that is like wide open, man. We're talking 40, 50 mile an hour winds. Rain harder than I've ever seen it in memory, to be honest. I mean, it was raining so hard that you could barely see. It almost looked like those giant white snowflakes that you get every now and then. Like you could see the raindrops. You didn't just see where they were landing, you saw them. And I mean, it looked like you could catch them. And they're just standing there eating, man. So like, you guys talk about barns and you talk to other creators and farmers and ranchers and you talk about shelter and things like that. They're so stinking tough, man. God made them tougher than us. They don't need it. Now, if you go get yourself a micro mini cow and you expect him to run around out here when it's hailing and 2 degrees outside, nope, that's a terrible idea, in my opinion. I think you should be investigated. Full-size, registered, purebred longhorns, where the males are so well fed they look pregnant. No, there's so much insulation and things keeping these guys safe, you can't even imagine. Hey, there's some cubes that way too. I ever watched Luke from the Outdoor Boys? You know, he is known for going to like the most extreme places where the temperature can be like negative 40 and 50 below and staying overnight without a tent. Now, he's extremely educated on how to survive. Self-taught, but he's also a student. He's clearly learned from what he has seen and his experiences. But like, when he goes to these places and he camps out, he takes caribou hide, he takes elk hide, and he uses those as his blankets on top of his $1,000 sleeping bags. And he talks about how the hide makes the sleeping bag actually work. And it's the same thing with these longhorns. They don't get cold enough here for these longhorns to have an issue. Not to mention, in 2021, doggone it, may have been 2020, we had one of the coldest winters that we've ever had. I mean, it was like 2 weeks of like 10 below. There was like 1.5 feet of snow on the ground, which is very uncommon here, for over 2 weeks. And I had 2 Angus Holstein crosses, arguably some of the sissiest cows, not in demeanor, but like in some of the not so tough cows that you could actually have in those temperatures. And they were just fine. And they tasted fantastic a little over a year later. Just no issues, just cubes, hay, and yeah, they had a little lean-to, but they barely fit in it, and they were completely fine. It's just, we got to quit putting these human traits on these animals, man. They're so tough. But if I ever build a shelter out here, it will be because I want to catch rain. Because, I mean, we'd have 4, 5, 6, 7,000 gallons of water right now if I had some kind of roof that I could catch water off of. So if anything, we might build like a little windbreak. Not that we need it. There's windbreaks everywhere. But man, that tree needs to come down. Look at that. That's a dangerous tree right there. I might have to get my brother out here and my dad. It can't hit any fence lines. So what we would do is just feed the cows somewhere else on this 20 and just cut that right here at the back and just let it fall where it falls. So that's dangerous, man. We still have a lot of leaves on trees. And man, this is so cool. Okay, let me finish my thought. We have a lot of pin oaks. And pin oaks are one of the oak trees that actually keep their leaves all winter. And they don't get pushed out until the new leaves come through, or of course the wind takes them out. But yeah, the leaves will turn brown and just stand there all winter long. So you have brown leaves. But remember me telling you guys we had a bunch of cedar trees back in here, you just couldn't see them? So there's one, that's a beautiful tree. There's a mess of them. There's a couple right there. A couple right there. There's more standing dead timber we need to take down for sure. This is crazy though. We haven't even seen these trees, but the cows have done such a good job. Like that was a mess right here. You couldn't even see through that. See the fence? Our perimeter fence is right there. And you couldn't even see through this a month ago. And the cows have done a fantastic job of thinning this out. Dead tree right there, undoubtedly. It's not hard to tell what's dead because back here, it loses its limbs. We also use that Picture This app, which tells us when something is dead. And like it'll tell you, hey, this tree needs help, or hey, this tree needs attention. I think that's what it says. And then you know, you're like, yeah, it's on its way out. I mean, it gives you like a red, green, and yellow light even. Red is dead. That's how you need to look at it. Our plan is to come back here probably, I want it to be colder, but probably like January. And our plan is to bring a mulcher back here and thin a lot of this out that's only like this right here. Let me show you. This right here. There's like, this is the only tree, well, the one behind it, that's the only tree that's got any size to it. But you can't drive through there because there's a tree every, a sapling every 4 or 5 feet. And I just want to come through and buzz those down. So, man, that's a perfectly shaped cedar tree. Look at that sucker. I love it. Well, there's a lot of hate and shade thrown at cedar trees, but I like how they stay green all year. I do. And, I've mentioned Mr. Arms before because everybody, knows Mr. Arms. But you guys talk about how he hates them and he gets rid of them. We don't have the cedar trees that he had on that vacant property, and I think one property was his neighbor's. Dude, there was a tree every 2 feet. Those trees weren't even going to survive if he didn't take them out. They're going to kill themselves and the trees around them. So I don't have that problem. Now, will I have that problem if I don't take these down? No, because the cows will keep those trees from growing up. They'll literally keep the thistles from overtaking a pasture when you've got cows on the pasture. So you just got to keep it all relative. I'm driving looking for fences that are down in trees. But yeah, wow, there's a huge dead one. My goodness. So not that one, that one. That thing's got to be 60 feet tall. That's crazy. Got pretty wet back here, but I'm pleased to say that nothing took out any fences or anything. Yeah, now that these cattle are in here, I'd love to come through and just thin a lot of this mess out. Really open this pasture up, give trees that can a chance. And some of them too, your DNR, they'll tell you to take down some of your big trees. Like you may have a big tree that looks beautiful, but like one branch is dead. Well, in a couple years, that whole tree is going to be dead. So take it down, give a tree beside it a chance to flourish, and don't look back. Just do it. So I might reach out, see if I can find somebody from a DNR or some kind of local agency to come out and look, tell us what they think we should do just to make sure that everything still stays healthy out here. What you doing, pretty lady? Hmm? What you doing? You're just standing awfully funny out here by yourself. You know it? And your tail's up. Are you nesting? Hmm? Never mind, we don't want any. Okay, fine. Well, now she's moved. I don't even know where she's at.
Oh, she was right there in the corner.
Yeah, she might be on the other side of the bale. Or I called her out for nesting and now she's run to hide because she realized that wasn't hidden enough. But either way, tomorrow we're going to have a gender reveal. I mean, we're choosing today, a male or a female, right? The whole United States is choosing. But we will have a gender reveal, dude. We will. Speaking of gender, I had to check beans today. Like they're just really little. They're there. I mean, I wouldn't be trotting around showing my stuff. It's probably, I can't believe he pushed, I would assume it'd take a little bit of testosterone to break the fence like he did yesterday. I don't know where he mustered it up from, but he got through there somehow.
Beans might not be a boy.
Beans is a boy. Beans is a boy. We're going to have to wait or go get him some goat bands for those things. But
He's tiny.
He is very small. So, but we know a couple of things. Bunny got over in a neighbor's pasture, but there was actually two neighbors' bulls it could be. Mm-hmm. And one of the bulls we think is a Dexter cross, which would be much smaller.
Yes.
Much smaller than the one that got to Tipsy, and definitely smaller than Frank's dad. Mm-hmm. But June has not revealed anything to us yet. I just went over there and checked on her. That footage was 5 minutes ago. There's no goop. There's nothing. She's a little swollen, but there's no labored breathing. I just think maybe she's nesting a little bit, and she also may want in that pasture. You know, nobody's had a calf out here yet. She may think that's like home, but I don't know. Like Ray keeps telling me, June was definitely in heat when Maximus got here. There was just...
He was all over her.
I know, but it could have been a pecking order, or poking order, as we like to call it.
I don't know.
But put it this way. We got them 2 weeks into February. So you really have to say middle of March, April, May, June, July, August, September. Middle of November means a Maximus baby.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. November would be a Maximus baby. And
she's still got to get like 2 more weeks unless she's...
I know. Well...
Because they were at the old farm.
Early. They can come early.
It's true. I bet she wishes Frank could have come out there. But they were at the old farm by themselves. Now, we had addressed with the neighbor heavily to the point where we barely speak. This was a different neighbor we've never really mentioned. Needed them to fix that fence. But I don't know. I mean, clearly Beans has a different dad than Frank. It's impossible they have the same dad. Let's put it that way. Okay? Frank looked like he was 6 months old when he was born. The boys are in there eating. Ray just got back from the grocery store, bought a bunch of healthy stuff, except for... I gave up Diet Pop after like 20 some years. Just quit it. I just stopped. I don't want it anymore. I gave up, I say alcohol, that sounds weird. I wasn't an alcoholic, but I gave up beer September 3rd.
You did.
And Ray comes home today with 2 gallons of tea. She's still having belly aches, still working out the hyperactive intestines. Comes home with 2 gallons of tea. No. I'm just saying. No, there's not 2 gallons of tea.
Carter drinks tea. And if you're a tea drinker, you know how hard it is. Somebody back me up here.
They're not going to back you up.
Tea is way harder than pop.
No, it's not.
It is.
It's not. It's fake sugar versus real sugar.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, yeah,
They're not going to back you up. But hey, we are wearing blue and pink. Gender reveal. You heard it here first. No, but stay tuned. We'll see how much tea is gone in the next couple days. If it's Carter, who has the bladder the size of a third grader. Well, actually, you're not that much bigger than a third grader, so. I probably won't be able to tell. I may just have to put a beeper or an alarm on it or something. I love you very much. Just give me a hard time. I really hope June doesn't. I don't know. We'll
it could
see.
be coming early because of the weather we're having. Like this, the
I
stormy,
think maybe she might just be having
changing.
contractions. It was like 74 this morning. It's not 74 right now. I don't know what it is, but it's.
It's probably 59s, low 60s right now. It's
What's that thing say?
chilly-ish.
We should probably use the thermometer.
60.
60. So that's 14 degrees cooler this evening. So anyway, with that said, y'all be good. Don't work too hard. Don't make it weird. God bless. Deuces. Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go.